Listen to your heartbeat.
For the trained clinician. Modern phonocardiography has resulted in improved standards of auscultation, and it is now possible for the trained clinician to hear and appreciate the various heart sounds and murmurs with a marked degree of accuracy. It is the purpose of this record to describe and illustrate the majority of sounds and murmurs which may be heard in normal and pathological hearts. The important effect of respiration on the intensity or position of right-sided events has made the recording of breath sounds unavoidable in some instances. The listener is advised to ignore these breath sounds as far as possible. Let us first consider the heart sounds. The normal first heart sound has two main audible components which are due to mitral followed by tricuspid valve closure. Both components can usually be heard in normal subjects at the lower sternal area and apex. This reduplication of the first heart sound may be more obvious during inspiration, when increased flow from right atrium to right ventricle causes a slight delay and increased intensity of the tricuspid component. A wide splitting of the first sound occurs in right bundle branch block, as the late activation of the right ventricle results in a delay of tricuspid closure. Here is an example of a clearly split first heart sound recorded at the lower sternum in a 5-year-old child. The child is breathing, and a sinus arrhythmia is present. You will hear the two components of the first sound, a short, soft, innocent systolic murmur, and a normally split second heart sound. Attention should be focused on the first heart sound. A more narrowly split first heart sound is now illustrated. The recording is that of a 22-year-old man taken at the apex during expiration. A loud physiological third heart sound is audible after the second sound.
Taken during the apex of expiration. And now for something completely different.
Never done before, believe it or not. I know a lot of the things you've seen and stuff. This has got sort of, I work for the twist on things, you know, and something different. And I was sitting in my room the other night. I just thought this up the other night. Not a question of trying it out on you. It's this, I get a kick out of it myself, and I have to go on with it now. I was sitting in my room. People say, how do you get ideas? I get ideas mostly from people. History and from art and situations. But this time I kind of went out and around. I got it sort of from a movie and from a story. And you've read a lot of books about white hunters. This is sort of what we just call, so we don't offend anybody, the Great White Hunter. And, well, it's no worse than cowboy. You know, they came out with a picture like that, and then the next thing, Indian. So this is the Great White Hunter. Pathetic title, but good folks in it. And the scene is naturally in the jungle, and you hear the natives. You know, and the sounds of you know, Zambezi loaded with crocodile. So, there are a couple of little canvas chairs there, and they're cooking somebody's skull, you know, or something. And the scene is an American, a Texan, and a Britisher. And they've been discussing all afternoon, a little juice, you know, a little vodka. And been discussing their arrival and what's going to happen in hunting. And the Britisher says,
"You know, Tom, I know you've hunted in many, many sections of the world. And I know that you've killed an innumerous amount of animals of all types. Birds, included, reptiles, things of that nature. But you have never hunted with Tom. They call him Whitey, in that he's the great white hunter, and I think, as far as I'm concerned, the greatest white hunter of all times.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting him. He better be pretty damn good, I'll clue you. 'Cause I've spent $100,000 coming over this godforsaken territory. True, I've made some foolish investments. I've married 3 or 4 times. One was a teenager. I was really drunk down in Big D one night. Married a child. God, she was heaven, oh, heaven. Really. But I'm looking forward to this guy. I hope to God you say he's as good as he is.
Believe me, he is. In fact, he's coming up right now.
Striking blue eyes and carrying a .22 short rifle. What the hell does he expect to kill with that?
I've only known him to be always a crack shot. Strange, I must say, going out after elephant today. He'll have to be good, all right, won't he? Yeah. Come on over here, Whitey. We're just having cocktails right out here in this sun, jungle, listening to a little hi-fi, pictures of home, waiting for you. This is my friend and colleague, another great hunter, the Texan, Mr. Tom R. Dawson.
Howdy there. My God, you're about as big as a mountain. Like you might play some football. God almighty. Going to kill some elephant today, are we?
Why, heavens, no. I was told we were just going after flamingos. Are you insane?